So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Yaya Toure. That's really well manoeuvred. David Costa. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to retrieve it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to play it through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Punched away, and now they can spring out of defence. Stood up well to him there. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
In he goes again. No, not quite.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Gerrard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Zuparic. Now that's well seen too. And it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the counter is on. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. And here's the chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming. Now it's Costa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pressing high and with purpose. Maldini. To Lahm. Half an hour played now. Yaya Toure. And it's Veron. And here's Forlan. Can he spark a counter here? It's a promising position. Oh, such a clever touch. David Costa. And it's made its way to him. Veron. Veron goes steaming forward. Closing in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. He's onside. It's a good foot in there. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found a way through. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Bale. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Maldini. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Please welcome our players to the
To
field.
review the first half.
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
There's the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Yaya Toure. For Veron. Luis Suarez. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Veron is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
David Costa did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, nicely intercepted. He's through here. Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there. That has ended up in no man's land.
Oh, really well played.
And he skips past his man, and he's picked out the run. He's got away, played into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Luis Suarez, neatly clipped into space. Now there's a fine ball, and a chance! It's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 67 minutes.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Gerrard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. So what can they make of this?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Veron did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Veron purring through the gears.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Knocks it out wide. Lovely feet. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what they want to do here. Just get the ball to him and hope that something happens, a little magic.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Leading by just one goal, and still some defending to do. Now it's Forlan.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lahm cuts it out. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the shot! That's another chance! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
It's a good-looking delivery. Van der Sar deals with that nice and simple. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Baron. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Forlan running with the ball. That's been slipped through. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Gareth Bale!
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, good spread, and that is expertly dealt with. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout, and so welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route, so all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Tommy tries to pass it through. Gerrard, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And it's Lam. Baron. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. That's a decent clearance. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Forlan.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gerrard! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Decent chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Quality ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Gerrard. And here's Forlan. And this is Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, easy pickings there. Shelton, Tommy. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Lam. Baron. And it's Gerrard. And it's Forlan. Forlan puts his foot on the gas. It's Sergi. He rises! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Tommy. Gets a good foot in there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Suarez. Suarez is flagged offside. And that has left him in a heap. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Forlan. Now it's Luis Suarez. Gerrard.
There will be 1 minute added
Cleared
time.
without complication. And it's Yaya Toure. It's Fulham! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Cleared without hesitation. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It's a mighty effort! It's there!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Yaya Toure. Luis Suarez. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now he's off and running. Pinches it off him. Now it's Bale. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Toure cuts it out. And it's Forlan. Ambitious ball here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lam flashes it across. Well, there's the clearance. Now, what about a counter-attack? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved. It's Gerrard! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Oh, can he get onto this? Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Played into space out wide. Baron. And here's Forlan. Knocks it out wide. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And now the breakaway. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's been shifted off it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Gerrard. Crosses it in here. A header! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Maldini. Bale. Gerrard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Suarez. He's being urged to shoot. And this is Bale! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Fulham! Sticks it away! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Forlan taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the